All right, yo. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the Rolling with Live podcast. Let's get it. Episode 1.
What up?
All right, fellas.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My brothers.
Cheers to the first one.
Who knows if it's the first one, but we'll see.
One of the first ones.
We're not exactly sure where this podcast is going to fit in. Because we're beginning, it's just we're off to a little bit of a rough start putting everything together. We literally started with nothing. Like, we don't have anybody helping us.
Everything's on the fly.
Yeah, nobody has experience with a podcast, so it's raw. This is what you're gonna get with us, you know. Not saying it's gonna be shitty. We're definitely gonna try to get this shit better for you guys, but this is what we can start with, and this is where we're heading out with. Be patient with us, and we promise. Well, this is just gonna get better and better and better as it goes. But let's go ahead and get this started with episode 1. Or whatever episode this is. It might be episode 3. You know, be patient with us. At the title, we'll say it on the bottom, whether it is or not. But
That's right.
let's go ahead and get this shit started. Let's get it
Y'all will
started,
find
guys.
But we gonna age like fine wine.
Yes, sir.
No, so I want to bring up how fucking us as kids, we didn't have no babes or no shit like that, right?
Shit.
We were fucking, what were we doing? Fucking rolling up.
We're
Fucking
smoking that
regular
can, bro.
grass.
I smoke
No,
that
regular
can.
I'm saying, growing up as a kid, watching everybody smoke, what do? Fucking pick up their leftover buds, fucking roll up
I
fucking
did.
grass.
I was probably like 5. But I remember I lived in Stonehenge. I don't know whoever.
And Woodburn.
But I just remember my cousin lived with us, and he was a heavy cigarette smoker. So I would always see him just step outside and smoke a cigarette. And, you know, you think it's cool when you're little. Me and my friend were just curious, and we fucking picked up a butt on the ground that was like halfway. It wasn't finished.
Yeah, I was still burning the butt. I was still burning.
I remember seeing the white tip on there. Dude, I took one puff, and it was the most disgusting shit. Back then, people still drank out of hoses and shit. The apartment complex had faucets on the side. I remember just running.
I remember. I would do all that.
That was it. That's why we didn't get COVID. Shit.
Everybody had COVID. I got COVID.
Y'all got COVID?
I didn't feel that shit. I never felt it. I got it 3 times.
I think I did catch it. I mean, I'm a truck driver. During COVID, it was badass for me as a truck driver because one of the things that sucks with trucking is that traffic. You know, people cutting you off. Like, you get to a certain time.
What do you do with that? Like,
but wait, like, if I'm coming back from Seattle and I know I'm hitting Portland like at 4 or 5 p.m., I'm fucked. Like that 30-minute drive home just turned into an hour drive. Anyways, but COVID though, it was like getting express lanes everywhere, every day. It was badass. But since I was out there, I mean, I was a little bit more exposed than a lot of people. But I remember one time I did catch a mad fever, like worse than I've ever had. I've never had something like lay me down for like a week, and yeah, I just felt like shit.
Yeah, I never, honestly, because I got COVID 3 times, bro. Like, because I had to go keep getting checked for work. And I got it, and 3 times that I went, bro, all 3 times I had it.
That means you have an inflated prostate. Nah, I'm just kidding.
This one.
That means you need to go get a colonoscopy, bro.
There's an episode where the dad has to go get a prostate exam, and he goes, and like, it's like a black doctor, you know, and he fucking like shuts off the light and turns on red lights, and like some romantic music comes, like that. I was like, hell
Send the mood, rose petals.
Yeah, I was like, hell no. Nah,
there's condoms in the corner.
Speaking of that shit, speaking of colonoscopy,
The other procedure that you're telling me.
the prostate exam with blood.
I asked, my last appointment I had, because they told me about it, and I was like, well, I don't want no fucking finger up my ass. I straight up told them, I was like, I'm not doing that.
It's not a finger, it's like a tube, like a
No,
Or a camera.
I don't want nothing up my ass. Like,
It's a rose, bro.
I don't give a fuck. Hey,
it gets all silent in the operator. Hey, wait. Wait. It gets all silent. Victor comes out one and gets another one next week.
The doctor's like, why are you hard right now?
Nah, bro.
You know, right now is the best time for traveling, don't y'all think? Taking a plane?
No, wait.
Flights are cheap right now.
Have you heard of the scams that are going on in Cancun right now?
No.
When I went to Cancun, this shit wasn't happening. Like, you could just get, although I will admit, like, regular taxis, they are a little bit more expensive. And there's other taxis that have deals with certain hotels, at least when I went. And they charge a little cheaper, like, oh, you're coming to our hotel here, we'll add a driver for you.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like half off or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been just changing the game up over there. You know, Uber and all that shit's kind of taking over everywhere.
Right.
And so Mexico caught on with Uber, and so like individuals now that don't have taxi businesses, they're just like giving people rides now. So they're undercutting the taxi drivers, and the taxi drivers, you know, most places like. If you had a taxi driver and then Uber comes, it just kills the taxi business. Like, taxis just go and Uber takes over.
Yeah.
In Mexico, these motherfuckers, I don't know if they're tied in with the cartels or what, but they said fuck
They shoot you down.
No, I don't know, but they said fuck no to regular businesses dying or their business dying, and they straight up are stopping people cartel style. Like, 2 taxis cut off the Uber driver and like, get the fuck out of the car. Get out of the car. You gotta pay us.
Give me your Uber light. I'll put it in my car.
No, they're saying that like Uber is like illegal in that section of Cubana and Cancun. They're saying that like this section is ours. You guys can't come in here. And tourists are fucking scared. Like they're like, what the fuck? They're getting pulled out and charged like really high prices. I seen this video where like this Chinese lady, but she's from Mexico, so she speaks Spanish.
Right.
But she had influencers fly in. And she was the only one that spoke Spanish. And they said that the taxi driver took over and like, hey, you guys owe me this much money. And it was like an inflated price, like $100 US or something like that. But it was a lot. Like I wouldn't pay that even in the United States.
Right.
You're tripping. And the guys like went to some place where there was no service. And like the boonies, like the outskirts of town, if you guys don't know. But like no service, just scary for her because she was the only one that could communicate with this guy.
Right.
And like he was pretty much punking them, like, you guys are gonna pay me or I'm dropping you off right here. And she said they got scared, they paid them, and they got dropped off in the nearest city and got off. But there's multiple stories. There's another guy, Mexican influencer, hella famous YouTuber in Spanish, called Luisito Comunica. I don't know if you've seen him.
No.
He does like
shout him out. Hey, hit us up, bro.
Hey, he's huge, but he does like travel blogs and shit. And he happened to be there, and some guy got him.
That's the next phase of this.
And he was kind of like the face of the, you know, fighting against that, because he was a big influencer. So he took an opportunity. And he was like, hey, this is not right.
Right.
And he put them on blast basically. But a lot of people are kind of like nervous to go to Cancun right now because of that, the little drama and shit. But
I heard now if you go to Mexico, you have to have your dual citizenship or they kick you out.
Yeah, the president of Mexico announced that she's gonna make it difficult for Americans to go to Mexico. Yeah.
But you think we get fucked up?
Daddy Trump.
You think we get fucked up, or like they're targeting white people?
They're targeting Americans. No, they're gonna target everybody. Everybody, yeah.
Actually, I seen a TikTok video where a Mexican girl got kicked out.
Right, that's how I'm bringing it up.
We are American, though. Technically.
No, yeah, so
I don't condone Chris's comments. I'm very Mexican.
We're American.
Cancel that.
Cancel that motherfucker.
Cancel that quarter of the table, the third.
Yeah, don't associate me with this bitch.
When they get deported, they're American.
Chris is a hood hopper.
Yes, sir.
Fuck all that. FDP stuff.
Chris is a hood hopper. He's from California, moved here. Claims Oregon now. But when it's convenient, he's like, I'm from California. Right now he's Mexican, but
when it's relevant,
we're American.
When it's relevant, you know, I know where it's at.
You know how to play this card.
No bullshit. So it's ever since my accident, you guys know how I fucking hurt when it's cold, right?
Right.
No, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, I fucking hurt when it's cold, bro. So I've been talking to my girl. I've been talking to my girl about fucking moving to like Texas or like Cali. But she's like, fuck that. She's like, straight up, no. I was like, why?
Not only that, you're dealing with all the humidity, all of the weather. Fucking the weather's not that great over there.
She didn't give a fuck about all that. She said,
you will once you live there.
You know what her answer was? Like, no, weed's illegal there, so fuck no.
And I see people that live in Texas and like they still smoke heavy.
Yeah, but
it's just like you get caught,
it's a lot heavier.
It's just you gotta be more disciplined. Like go back to your old way, be like, just don't smoke while you're driving, just not risk it.
And that's hard because I'm used to fucking smoke, bro. We smoke everywhere we go.
No, I've been pulled over and the cops asked to see the weed and came in the container. He smelled it.
Well, when it first was legal, bro, I was fucking smoking out of the bomb and I took off to my girl's house and they pulled me after the light right there and going to North Marine.
Yeah.
That light right there, passing out, they pulled me over. You know how you pull over to Where they park the trucks right there?
Yeah.
So I pulled over in there, bro, and they're like, oh, it smells like weed, and I was like, fuck, bro, I'm about to go to jail. So they're like, oh, it's legal now, so let me just see it. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, all right. But I was like, it's not in a fucking. I was like, it's not in a shit. But I was like, it's not in a visible container. So I was like, fuck, I was like, mine's in a baggie. I was like, I told him, I was like, I threw it out. I was like, I took it out of the fucking container and I just put it in a bag, And he's like, it's fine. He's like, I just want to see how much you have. He's like, because there's a certain amount you could have on you.
Of course.
So I was like, all right. But I only had like a dub on me because it was recent,
Yeah, because I was broke.
I was broke back then. But now I'm up. Now I'm up. What's up? No, but yeah, I was like, fuck, I only had like a dub. So I was like, fuck it. So I showed it to them. And he's like, all right, you're good to go. Whatever. You're good. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, bro. But I was high as shit. Because I had my bong on me. I had just ripped my bong right before I got pulled over. And that's why I was tripping out, because I was like, fuck. So I just threw the sweater over the bong, because I didn't want to tip the bong over to fucking spoil the water in my car.
Right.
So fuck, so I just threw a sweater over the
So you drank it?
Nah, bro. I just fucking covered that bitch up, and I was like, fuck, I got pulled over. I showed him the weed. He's like, you're good to go. I was like, fuck, I'm good to go.
Say less.
Nah, bro, I'm just fucking around. I'm a good kid. I obey the laws.
For the most part.
Besides
the real ones.
Besides when I'm having fun. When I'm having fun, I black out.
All right, another little side topic I wanted to bring up is, back in the day, fucking Family Guy. Yeah. You know what really grinds my gears?
Talking about Family Guy?
This was my subject. Don't just cut people off and run with it.
Oh, but when I was talking,
I'm trying to stay quiet. Going back. Family Guy back in the day, what really grinds my gears?
Hey, that should be a thing, bro. You know what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Fucking barbers these days. Bro, I remember, dude. I mean, I know inflation. It started at dude, I remember.
You can't do this one.
I remember paying $15. You're gonna get hurt.
I love you, Leo.
We cannot talk at the same time. $15, $18. It was cool. And then I remember the first time Hair Express went up. I can't say the year, but 2015, 2016. $21 at this one spot, and this is Oregon price. I know maybe Cali is a little bit higher price. But $20, something, I don't know. Now, I go to a little at home. I get a haircut in the kitchen by the homie. But he's a legit barber. $35. I feel like I'm at my point where I'm about to cut my own hair.
Hey, he's paying $35.
No, but yeah, at $35, I'm already at the point where I'm like, fuck this. I'm about to start cutting my own hair. Dude, I found out my boy here paying $80
hey, I thought
for
my
a
hair
haircut.
looks like this right now, bro.
Hey, it doesn't show today. It doesn't show today. Hey, maybe not the right day to bring it up when we're wearing hats, no haircuts. But $80 for a haircut. And it's becoming kind of a norm to a lot of people.
But hold on.
Don't get me wrong.
I've heard a lot
Don't get me wrong. You guys, y'all do a good job. Barbers do a good job, but god damn, these private guys.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, shout out to my barber Leo.
Yeah.
No,
you do a good job, bro. You do.
That's my nigga. Hey, I'm locked in with him. I've been locked in with him for years.
I've seen a lot of TikToks where they're
I just don't got it.
why barbers are
Yeah, I just don't go every week no more. I wait every 4 weeks now.
I seen this video where they're why they're upcharging. They get a little bottle and they spray a couple sprays of cologne in there and then fill it up with water. And after they shave your haircut, they're spraying some cologne on your hair and some powder. They're and that's why we charge $80.
See, my barber gives me 1942. My barber at least gives me at least I think it's 1942. At least I think it's 1942.
He has a 1942 bottle with some cheap vodka.
That's what I'm saying. At least I think it's 1942.
That's a Jose Cuervo.
I'm gonna keep saying it's 1942 because that's what you give me.
I guess
that's the bottle you had.
Don't hate on the barbers. We love y'all.
No, I love my barber.
I sent my barber a video one time. This drunk.
That's why I haven't cut my hair with nobody else, bro.
I sent my barber a video one time of this one girl who's drunk, and it had nothing to do with barbers, but they're interviewing her. And she's drunk as fuck. She points at some guy. She's like, I love this nigga. and then as the girl is me, and then it's pointing at the guy, and it says my barber. I love this nigga. I don't know why. The white guy doesn't say it's me and my barber. And I said that to my barber, man, I love you.
I love this ninja.
But if you go up another $1,
nah, bro, that's how I feel my fun, bro. It's stop going up, bro. I've been coming with you, man.
I've been loyal.
I'm not, bro.
And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's what really grinds my gears. Another question we're gonna ask, just because. Shout out Dope as Yola and Dope as Usual podcast. Get it? Hopefully down the line one day.
I'll smoke you, bro.
Hey, but
I'll dab you.
Hopefully one day we can be there, you know. But one of the questions I like that he does.
Pussies can't.
One of the things that I like. We gotta stop cutting each other off, man. But one thing that I do like that he does is 16-year-old self walks into the building right now. Problems with you. Does he beat your ass or do you whoop his ass? 16-year-old you.
16-year-old me, I'll whoop his ass. Why? Because I was a bitch at 16.
Yeah? I feel like you were wild at 16.
I was a wild. But I'm fucking way bigger and stronger now than I was.
Okay, that's the logical question. What about you, Victor? 16
He's gonna get shot. I can't fight no more.
But if you didn't have your gun,
16-year-old you would have whipped your ass.
Yeah, only because I have a missing leg. I have a missing leg. You guys will find out later on. I will talk about it in the future episodes. But I have a missing leg.
I was weighing like a buck 40, bro. At 16.
I have a missing leg now due to an accident. But if I didn't have a missing leg and it was me fighting 6-year-old me, I'll probably whoop his ass. But now, I'm not gonna fight a 16-year-old me. I'll probably just shoot his ass, man. Cause I'm gonna lose no matter what. Man.
Yeah.
So I'm being real.
Mine's pretty easy. 16-year-old walk me. He's scrawny and skinny as fuck. I got like 70 pounds on him. I will.
All day.
16-year-old.
And nice that 16-year-old me could fight like a motherfucker. Man, 16-year-old me could fight. Man.
The side note I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
It's so crazy at that 16, 17-year-old age, how stupid some fights are.
Oh yeah.
And like, that's why like now our age, like I'm 33 now. Like I think at those moments, I'm like, honestly, as much as I think I would look like a bitch now, I think I would like just be like, youngster, like shut up. I think I'll take the loss against somebody talking wild because they're drunk. Like in that situation, like, can you move your car? And suddenly it's a like. Now we gotta fight because I asked you to move my car. Like, that's some stupid young.
And we handle these fuckers like it was crazy.
Yeah, something small can start a big thing, bro.
Yeah. The way I think about it now is like I got kids. Like, why the fuck am I doing this shit?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. I still get into that shit, bro. When people cut me off and they start flipping me off, I'm like, bro, like fuck you. Like I didn't fucking do it.
Road rage is real.
My
road rage is real.
My girl gets so mad, bro, at me. Like just yesterday, bro. I swear to God, just yesterday. And my girl got mad at me because I was like, fuck that. I fucking went around him and fucking cut his ass off and slammed on my brakes on purpose. She's like, why are you making it worse? Like, what the fuck? I was like, she's like, what does it do for you? I was like, it makes me feel better. Like, that's what it does for me. Like, what? Yeah. I was like, leave me alone. Like, I'm fucking driving. It's making me feel better. Leave me the fuck alone.
My boy J. Cole once said, pride is the devil.
Hey, it is, bro, 100%.
I'm relating to what you're just saying right now. As a truck driver, that shit gets in my
it grinds my gears.
Yeah, just because like it just happens too much as a truck driver. Like if there's a little bit of traffic, truckers have to keep space.
No,
because especially in the rain, like
I'm guilty about that, bro.
If somebody slams their brakes,
I'm guilty.
Like, I have to have the stopping space to like.
I've been that out.
But what happens is like I'm keeping that little space because I know what I'm using it for. And then some little car is like, oh, there's space right there. They want to get in. It pisses us off because we're like, I know there was a gap there, but I'm using it. You know, like you're cutting me off. And yeah, it just happens too often to truckers. But one time, this is what really pissed me off. I was in the middle lane, so like you shouldn't be fucking holding up traffic in the middle lane. If you are that guy, scoot the fuck over to the side. Like,
don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
That's what I was saying. That's been me. Hey, that guy's been me.
If there's 3 lanes and you want to go slow and like someone's passing on the right and the left, just scoot over slowly.
Get the fuck out of
here. Yeah, you'll avoid the middle finger so much. But anyways, in this case, like this guy was in front of my truck. And I gave him the courtesy flash. You know, I flashed behind him. Like, hey, could you please scoot over so I can go? Because there's someone on my right next to my trailer and I can't pass you. Good. So I flash him and he brakes. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker. So I flash him again and he brakes again. So this time I turn off my high beams and I just leave him on. Like, I'm going to make a move, like, because I'm bugging you. And instead he like almost comes to a stop on the freeway, bro. Okay, bro. And like, so I get in the right lane. By then the guy next to me moved and I get in the right lane. And I pass him, and I'm still choosing peace. This motherfucker flips me off. Like, I'm the problem for flashing him, but I'm like, bro, you're in the middle lane, almost coming to a stop, and you want to flip me off. It pissed me off. It pissed me off. I got my Victor mode kicked in. My Victor mode kicked in. My girl happened to be with me in a semi truck. So like I passed him right, and when he was in the middle of my trailer, it's a 53-foot trailer. When he's in the middle of my trailer, I turn my turn signal towards him. I see him, and I'm not gonna do it, but I just scare him. Like, I'm gonna throw my truck into you, then, bitch. You wanna fucking slam your brakes on me? So I'm on his right, passing him, and I turn my high beams, and I let my tires touch the lines. You know, just to make it seem like I'm gonna go in, but I'm not actually gonna go in. I like swerved into the lane left and swerved back up. He slammed his brakes, like, oh fuck, he's gonna come in. And then I get in front of him, and I'm gonna die. Like, my girl hits me with the same, like, why'd you do that? I was like, cause I'm the big dog on the road. Like,
that's me.
I'm not gonna let a little car pump me. Like, hey,
no, even though I'm just in a Jeep, you know, but I'm like, fuck that, bro. Like,
but speaking of that, there's moments where I get cocky because I'm in a big vehicle, and like, you just get cocky doing that shit, fucking with people back. You never know when you got the right one. You know, I flipped multiple people off because like they cut me off. I flipped them off, and we just keep it moving. One time, I don't know why.
No, I pulled over, bro.
One time, I don't know why. I knew. One time, I don't know why. I knew it was a black guy in front of me, and don't say his racist. It was a Cadillac SUV.
Don't say his racist.
No. That's a black guy. That's stereotyping.
I'm not wrong. It is, but I'm not wrong. Because it was a black Cadillac Escalade with nice ass rims, and that's not a Mexican.
And they were 26, and they were spinning.
But I fucking
my homie Quandre.
He fucking cut me off, right? And I just hit him with one of these. He cut me off, and I just like threw my windshield like fuck you, and he slammed his brakes, but we were in like dead stop traffic, like bumper to bumper. So he just kind of like did one of those quick stops, but it didn't do nothing because we weren't really going.
Right.
And when he did it, I was like, man, fuck you with two hands, bro. This motherfucker puts his brakes, and you can see the reverse light come on when he's putting in the park though. Puts it in the park and opens his door, and I was like, oh shit, we're about to get down. And out of nowhere, I think his wife was with him because like one foot came out of the car, and then he went back in and shut the door. Like, what the fuck? You know, his wife was probably like,
get the fuck back in the car.
Stop it. You know, I was happy as fuck that happened. So I was like, I'm willing, but I don't know what I want to do.
I'm willing, but I don't know if I'm able.
I'm working right now.
It's like when I'm wrong, I could have been right.
Lucian knows what I'm talking about.
That scene, I swear, it cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah, that's my favorite
scene out of the whole movie.
What are you guys talking about?
Give it a try.
When he said, I could have been right, but I was wrong. Even if I was wrong, I could have been right.
He's like, even though I was wrong, I'm still right. He's like, man, when I know when I'm wrong, I'm still right. I could have been right.
Even though I'm wrong, I still could have been right.
Oh, man, that scene, fucking.
My girl, that's what I was telling my girl, bro. I'm like, I may be wrong right now, but I'm still right. I'm still right.
I bet you that scene went over so many people's heads, they don't even fucking know.
Bro. See, that's damn.
They
keep jumping over me.
Yo, speaking of that actor, he was one of my favorite parts in that movie because he played that gangster role so well, like Southern gangster guy. But then what was it called? You know, it's hard out here for a film.
Get Rich and
Hustle and Flow.
When that one came out, it was perfectly after 50 Cent's movie, so I was like, that actor just fits that role, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then he came out of that role, and to see him now, today, 2025, this motherfucker's a fucking scientist or fucking... He's a genius.
Oh yeah,
have you seen that?
It's
just crazy to think that he played those roles with the mind that he has now. You know,
it's like Denzel Washington, bro. Denzel Washington.
Nah, this guy has impressive more than Denzel. Denzel's a great actor. No, I'm saying like off camera.
You can say these are better.
Wait. Off camera, Denzel's GOAT fucking actor.
He's the motherfucking reason why I bought that 79.
No, but he's
behind my baby mama's back.
Wait.
You're gonna find out after this, baby, but I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I love you.
But
I got it for a deal.
Acting-wise, fucking Denzel's the fucking GOAT. That guy, who you talking about? Lucian? What's his real name? I don't know his real name, but
his name is.
I know his name, but I don't know right now. But either way, he's not a better actor than Denzel Washington.
That's his name, bro.
But off camera, he's a fucking.
It's not Cuba Gooding Jr.
No,
he looks like him, but it's not him.
He does not look like him.
A little bit.
You want to know his name right now?
I know who it is. I just can't.
Regardless, off camera, Denzel's not a fucking genius like this guy is.
Cuba Gooding Jr. is a real good actor too.
And all this shit. the 369th year.
Hey, he's the original Iron Man, bro.
This motherfucker.
Hey, he's the original Iron Man. Look that shit up.
I know. But he's acting like the new Tesla. This motherfucker.
Hey, his real name is Lucius Lyon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew about his real name.
No, he used it. Oh, no,
Oh, Terrence Crawford.
It's Terrence
There you go.
Howard. Howard.
But yeah, like, have you seen those clips of him now speaking about like, like shit you think of when you're on shrooms and shit? Like,
Yeah, he's really what is it called?
Like Denzel Washington about fucking.
this guy.
No,
I love him, right?
Denzel's just like doesn't speak smart.
he's like a philanthropist. He's like a philanthropist. He's like really freaking
Elon Musk shit.
yeah, like really smart dude. Yeah.
But you wouldn't have thought that with those movies. Crazy.
Nah, yeah, I mean, shit. I think all actors they gotta be really smart to fucking play roles like that. Really fucking get into it. Not only that, they play like if you really think about actors, like they're on a whole nother level. As far as like taking the diet to like a whole nother level, like bro, it's fucking insane. But that's why they make the big bucks, bro. They're willing to sacrifice all that time, like just to play a role.
Y'all saw that. But piggybacking off because we're passing the
Oh, my bad.
But you guys remember the Project X era? Project X. Yeah, when that shit came out,
everybody was trying to have fun.
I remember everybody was trying to have fun.
I was one of them.
We were young and dumb. I remember me and George, we were like so like eager to go to a cool party. Bro, we found a party on Craigslist.
On Craigslist?
We found a party on Craigslist. And it was and we just looked up Project X on Craigslist, and bro, we found two. We went to one in Salem, like Independence almost. And it was ghetto as fuck. We went in and it was a fat party, but it wasn't like wild. They were just doing the best they could. Right. They had a kegger and shit. That was one party, but it was. I just remember the wildest part about it being like we found this on Craigslist and we actually showed up. It was a bunch of white people. We're from Woodburn, a bunch of Mexicans. And the other one we went to, it was like in Lake Oswego in some mansion, and that one was like better. Wait. No, you go with us? Remember we went to fucking.
Remember the one we went to?
We went to the New Year's party up in the hill.
But it was a Project Sex party, right?
It was a badass party, bro.
Let's see if it's the same one. Yeah. We ended up going. Wait.
I don't know.
We ended up going to the mountains in Lake Oswego, mansions and shit. We show up and everybody's outside and they're like, "Party's over." Like, why? They're like, the owner of the house got knocked out. And like, people started
different party.
And so we showed up and we left. When we showed up, they're like, dude, turn around. Like, the party's getting so wild, everybody's just breaking shit inside right now. The owner's knocked out. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was the last Project X party we tried to go to. But we went to two that we looked up on Craigslist. If you guys were ever stupid like me, let me know down below. Because looking back on that was dumb. What were you going to say about Project X though?
We went to you took me to a party. I think it was like New Year's, bro. We went to a party out in Oregon City. We were up in the hills, bro. Like in the fucking like it was a mansion, bro. Yeah. I remember we went up. It was me, you. I think Bobby might have been with us.
Fucking Bobby.
I don't know who else was with us. But we went to this driveway, bro. This driveway must have been like half a mile long, bro. And we were just going up this driveway. We get up. It's a fat ass house. You go in the house, and there's a two-way staircase going up into like the top room. And then there's a fat outhouse, bro, like the size of a regular house.
That sounds so badass, and it's so sad. I don't remember.
And you're looking at the back, bro. So you're looking at the back view, and there's a pool, and you just see all of Oregon City, bro, in the back.
That sounds so cool. I want to remember it, but I don't know. I have zero clue what you're talking about.
That party was fucking insane, bro.
I was like,
party like me.
It's crazy because I've known these guys for what? Like
7, 8 years?
7, 8 years? But it's crazy because we've hung out with the same fuckers for like 12 years, bro. For like 12, 15 years.
Longer, yeah.
And we didn't meet each other till years after.
Yeah.
And we hung out with the same motherfuckers that he hangs out with. I hung out with the same motherfuckers that he hung out with.
I remember that.
And we would hang out in different locations. Till one time, it was the same house.
It might be out there.
No, motherfucker, I never.
It might be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. See, that's why I don't want to get jumped.
No, but that story is pretty crazy.
We'll move on from this topic, but y'all want to hear the crazy racist party we went to? Let us know. We'll save that for another time. But that was another crazy party.
Yeah.
But next topic, we wanted to talk about a little bit of music. But I'm sure you guys have heard this song already. If you haven't, then I put you on. But I don't know their name yet because I haven't heard nobody say it. It's Grupo RYE. I don't know if it's Grupo Rai or Grupo RYE.
No, but that story is pretty crazy.
Shout out to him. Shout out to new upcoming artists. If you guys know any new music we need to check out or talk about maybe on the podcast, let us know. But that's definitely a cut that I see. Like from the music that was being made in Nata Junior H's era, like it's been a while since that caught my attention and that one caught my attention. So I'm not saying I'm the measuring stick for good music, but I know bangers. And that's a banger.
I know them when I hear them.
Yeah, but shout out that guy.
Dope, bro.
And shout out fucking Emmanuel Garcia. Look up Pero Yo. A music video in the green truck, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, nice. Is this the one that you're talking about that you went to?
Yeah, Portland.
What was the label?
It's called label. I'm not sure about the label. That record.
Dead Records. Yeah, they're a big label too.
Shout out to Dead Records, man. That's who our.
Play a little snippet.
The truck club I'm in.
This guy is in the music video. They hired a truck club to come in it too, no?
Yeah.
Play it on.
My dog too.
Hey, shout out to them because they're signed to Dell Records, but they're actually from here in Oregon,
from
like
Beaverton.
really close to us.
They're from
and
they're like 20 minutes away from us.
Yeah, I mean we're not that big yet. This is one of our early episodes, so hopefully if you guys are checking us out and you guys like their music, hit them up. Hit up their Instagram, comment their latest posts, like come on the fucking
they're
Rolling with Life podcast. We'll hit them up too, but let's both catch their attention.
They're
hopefully
part
get them on
of the
here.
truck club. I'm gonna try to see if I can get them on here.
Yeah, that's one of our first goals right now. To get for us, we're in Oregon, so we're not like the people in other states where there's hella influencers. And I'm not saying there's not talent in Oregon. I just feel like
I'll smoke you, I'll drink you.
no, but we're not saying that. We're not saying that. We're not saying that people in Oregon don't have talent. There's hella talent. It's just not exposed the way it is in California or LA. So we can't get the big collabs. But this is a major one for us if we can get it. So. Fingers crossed, and let's make that happen, man. That's one thing I think would be dope getting him on here. What was the name again?
His name's Emmanuel Garcia.
But isn't it a group?
I know him just by him. I don't know if he's in a group. I know him just by him.
What about him?
Yeah, it's Emmanuel Garcia.
Oh, it's shout out him then. I thought he was in a group. Oh, my bad.
Another topic. You know what I thought was pretty wild? When I watched Apollo Creed 3. And then I see David Benavidez's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you think
Martin fucking kicked with him for
Martin?
Yeah.
Meeting?
No. He actually kicked with him, went to Arizona.
We went to Arizona with them.
Yeah, he was like,
he was kicking with his
they were
brother.
having a great time. I don't know. He just invited him out there, I guess. They were having a great time and just I don't know where he met him exactly.
He met his brother.
Martin showed me pictures and shit, and then I think a couple after that movie came out, we went to Calle 6 and we met the brothers. And they were chill as fuck.
Yeah, I remember because that's when I was into hella boxing, and Martin called me. He's like, "Hey, fool," he's like, "I'm here," and he was in Arizona. He was his brother.
Yeah.
And me fucking around, I was like, "I'll fuck him up."
How long was this?
Yeah, this was before accident, bro. Because he called me when this was a little thing. I remember. And I was like, "I'll fuck him up."
Yeah.
And he called me. He's like. He said he'll set it up, and I was like, "Hey, wait a minute!" I was like, "Wait, I'm just kidding, right?" Yeah. I'm down to run it, but I'm kidding. Yeah, but I'm kidding.
But no, man, I remember growing up way too quick, bro. I remember trying to being so young, trying to be so old.
And now I'm like, fuck.
And now I'm like, fuck this. I'll trade all of that for just to be younger.
Dude, I think about that with my son all the time because he wants to be like
man.
So I'll get a little deep real quick. But shout out God because a lot of people say why do things happen on Earth? Why do bad people exist? And why is there crime in the world? And the answer is God gives us all free will. We're all basically in a GTA server in real life. God is allowing us to do whatever we want. Yeah, He's allowing us to do whatever we want, and it's not fair sometimes. A victim kills somebody that doesn't deserve it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying God controls that. That comes with free will. And God is really a father to us in a sense. No, not in a sense, and literally because he's giving us free will, and as parents, that's something that's difficult for us to like
accept.
Accept exactly.
Yeah.
That one day, like we can control our kids to a certain extent, but I feel like being over control them, like you're just gonna cause them to hate you.
Yeah.
So you have to have a balance of like parenting and friendship, and when they want to make a mistake sometimes, as a parent, you have to let them. It's like a plancha. Like,
don't touch it. Don't touch it.
But if you're gonna, you might call them a bad parent because you let them touch it.
Yeah.
But if you think it's safe enough to it, it's not gonna fall on their hand or something. Like, let them touch it. Let them get the heat and get the fact that, like, you see that I'm not lying to you. You see that I have your best interest for you.
Yeah.
But wanting to, like, guide them or be friends with them. Sometimes we're gonna try to give you guys some deal advice. Like, one thing I can tell you right now is, I know you've heard it before, but as somebody that's been there and done that, if you're younger, 18, 15, 16, listen to your parents, man.
I mean, a smart person will learn from other people's experience.
Exactly.
A person that is, hard-headed will only learn through their own experiences. Which most of us are hard-headed. Only a really, really smart person, which is a small percentage of people, will learn from other people's experiences.
And I can't sit here and say that nobody tried to tell me.
Stupid?
I can't sit here and say that nobody tried to tell me and I listened to everybody's advice. No, I
listened to some of it.
But I'm trying to say from this perspective, I was the person that said, you're old, times were different.
Exactly.
And things change, but things repeat. Like they say, history repeats itself. And if it's not exactly the same, history rhymes. It's not the same, but it rhymes. Like, it's very similar. So it might not be the same situation, but it's overall the same moral story. Like,
100%. Have fun though. Have fun, sir. Good shit. I don't regret shit I did. There is shit that I'm like, fuck, I should probably took a different approach to it, but I'm still glad I did what I did because I had fun.
A little side note to people watching. We call this the Rolling with Life podcast, because we roll with life punches. We're going to try to, like, talk about life. People that come in about their experiences, and we'll talk about ours too. But originally, since we're all basically above 30, we wanted to call the channel Los Tios. And we felt like that was right because we're not trying to blend in with the younger crowds. We're still young enough to have fun, so expect some weird shit from us too. Sometimes maybe some prank videos. We're gonna try to roll out some vlogs too. I mean, we haven't started it yet, but it's definitely in the works. So on this channel, you'll get some podcasts and then some vlogs, and maybe
once we get there, maybe we'll just hit the casino and gambling.
But
real cool shit though.
We're gonna try to push our content as much as we can, even if it's situations like today where we don't know if this is gonna be episode 1. It might be episode 3, 4, 5, or it could be episode 13 if there's a throwaway.
But bear with us, it will get better.
It'll get better and we'll get more organized, but
we're gonna get good at this shit, like real good.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
True.
And I don't know how to say this line yet. I don't have it written down. Very unprofessional of me. But follow us on all major platforms. We're at Rolling with Life Podcast on Instagram. I think we're on YouTube already, right?
We'll have an account almost every major platform. Go like, subscribe, share that shit. I know the hardest thing about this is really putting yourself out there and saying fuck to everybody, whatever they think, whatever they say about us, like fuck it all. It's only for us to have fun as friends and homies. Like, that's what this is about.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And that's what we're going to try to consider you guys. Friends and homies. We're going to be sharing some shit that maybe we haven't even shared with each other, but we know it's about being open, and we're excited to take this journey with you guys.
Thank you, everybody, ladies and gents, for joining in with us. And next time we'll bring some more heat, some more vibes, and continue joining us. Yeah.